The color or insignia patterned targeting is very, very real. You know how I know? Because I've been doing this for a long time. I've been researching, talking with other people who understand this, and I see faces. I study people, I study behaviors and faces. And you know what I see a lot of lately? I see a lot of sad faces out there. The thing is, you guys, those of you who are running the dirty face campaign, I don't want anything to do with you. I mean, if you think you know me or you think you want to judge me and you don't know me, go have at it. You got problems. So you need to get God. Those of you who are crying and wishing is all going to go away or get swept under a rug, same thing to you. Go get God because you're lost and you don't see what's in front of you. Now, I'm going to tell you about color pattern targeting today. So, I had to run some errands today, but there were very few people out. I don't know what it was, at least whenever I first started out this morning. I had to run a couple local errands, and there weren't so many people out that were in my direct path. Now, when I'm talking about my direct path, I'm not looking for you to be showing up wearing blazing orange around me or wearing bright purple. I'm not looking outside of my inner scope, if you will, like within, a certain radius of people who are within my energy field. Okay, if you will, like somebody who might be walking into the store, walking into the same store that I am at the same time, or somebody who might be shopping nearby, or somebody who might be pulling in a parking lot in a vehicle. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not, scoping up into the mountains somebody who might be color targeting me. Okay. And this is how you know this is very real. So, what I saw today was I had headed out and ran a couple quick local errands, and then I returned back to my street. As I was coming into my street, the person who was waiting parallel parked along the side of the street went to make a move. And he saw me coming because he had looked back because he was a gang stalker and he was perpetrating and he was waiting there knowing that I was going to return to my street at that time. Therefore, and I've had the same scenario happen before, you guys. So this is how I recognize it. Went to pull right in front of me so as to like block me, like roadblock me, so that his car with my car formed a perpendicular T. Okay. And there were driveways he could pull into at that time, which that's what he did. He pulled into a driveway, but he had like basically made a T in front of me, pulled out from the right side as I was pulling in, and pulled across the front of my car into a space. Okay. And at the same time, he was laughing and wearing a red and black plaid shirt. So now, most people, when they see that there was nobody else around, like not a single soul. Okay, not a single car moving, not any noticeable lights. And I have hyper vigilance. I'm hyper aware now. So I would notice any kind of background noise. Like I was just trying to tell you what's in my forefront area. Okay, what I'm recognizing and what would be in the like outer perimeter of what I am noticing. Okay, because of my hypervigilance. So he's the only thing that is there right now. Okay, when I say thing, this is somebody who doesn't know God and doesn't know behavior and doesn't have a purpose, doesn't or has a purpose, just isn't fulfilling it, right? He's just using idle time to waste to try to instigate some sort of reaction from me, an emotional reaction, a psychological reaction, me to get mad, an accident, whatever. He's just trying to cause this. Now, only person there, only other person. And what I would have done had I been sitting on the side of the road and somebody was coming into the street behind me, and I turned around to make sure nobody was there as I was going to like wiggle myself out of my parallel parking spot, I would have stopped, right? Most people would have stopped. Like if you were along the side of a main street, you would have done the same thing and you would have waited until that car went past. Not this guy. Totally different move. And this has happened before. Same scenario, same location, different vehicle. I'm not even sure if it was the same guy. I don't know. The the thing to remember is what's not important is who this person is. Because as of right now, the judicial system is not even recognizing who this person is. So it doesn't even matter. It matters to me. I didn't even take a video of this today because I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to give him any credits. But I need to tell you what this is and how to recognize it. I'm going to tell you why, why this is believable, because after I left again, I went home, had some things to do at home, left again, went to the gas station not too long after. And there was a woman who was like, I mean, she had this look on her face, the driver in this car that pulled up at the gas station not long after I had gotten there and paid and, started pumping gas. And she had this look on her face like, I don't know, we shouldn't do this. A passenger, another woman, gets out of the car and she's dressed in all sorts of crazy, funky things, but her top half is this red, black plaid. And I think she was trying to wait until I had passed because I was heading to my next destination and I wasn't having time for this. But I just laughed it off because they're just funny. They're just funny. I mean, do they not understand personality disorder people? Moving on. Again, this was a very quiet day. It was busy in the stores that I went into today for a rainy day. But these locations where I recognized perpetrators were in very small circles. So I wasn't like looking 500 yards away at somebody across the street dressed in some crazy uniform. Now, this morning when I went to the bus stop, there was a little kid who was coming down in his robe. He does this every time that I'm out at the bus stop around that time. Sometimes I exercise in the morning. Sometimes I'm just, doing my thing. Anyway, same. I'm just going to leave it at that. Same situation. So what is the odds that I didn't see too many people in my close circle today, like in my very small network of people, other than like let's say the people that I saw like shopping in a grocery store today was huge, but there wasn't any major recognized patterning. I saw a few people who might have been playing the game. Saw a few people who, were sitting in odd spots, maybe being a watcher, a perpetrator, stalking, whatever. But I didn't recognize the same print and pattern other than in these small, intimate spaces. So that's how you recognize gang stalking. And when you do this for so long, you just see it on a daily basis. And they keep doing it because they know that it holds some weight to it, right? I mean, we made a 9-minute video on it. We spent 9 minutes on these people when we should not. The CIA or whoever, whatever agency or whatever. The thing is, it's not an agency. It's not. It's a body of personality disordered people. That's what it is. They don't want you to know who they are. And when you find out who they are, they don't want to be seen for the creepy, soulless beings that they are. So I had another thought on this. I lost it, but I am going to pick it up the next time on this. And this is what you need to recognize. Whoever is instigating this program, it is a hate program, so that the person who is triggered by people wearing orange or people wearing whatever, well, guess what? No matter what, God's in charge. Or you could say the universe is in charge, or you could say, well, I mean, there's nothing I can do about this. So stop being bizarre and going around wearing your cuckoo outfits and your insignia and your bright orange, because who can pull that off? I can't. I can't pull off red and black plaid, that's for sure. And I'm not even going to try because I don't want to. And I don't want to be a trigger to somebody else. So stop acting goofy and just roll with it, because we can't fix what the bad guys are doing right now. We can't do anything about it unless you have an idea. If you have an idea that you would like to share here, I would love that. And I would appreciate that so much if you would share that in the chat or comment below. Thank you so much for listening.